45. All day, dog.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check, watch me before. You can't block me.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready. Check. You better bring.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
51. Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, orbit. Mike 50. Mike 50.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan. Jones has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
At the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ito Smith, his first carry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hey, 59, ready. Let go, defense. Hey, exit. Mine's 50, mine's 50. Hey, 51. 49, check 49.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Go!
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Nice block. Mike,
First carry for Nick Chubb. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stay with your man. Check 9, check 9.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Second and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Ready, we're ready. 25. 54. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, Mike. Kill. Watch the safety creep.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you, sir.
Now Chubb running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
SOS.
To throw is Jackson on third down. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That's good for Broncos first down.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Under 10. Under 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Come on, set. Who that? Watch twist. Any weapon. Check 37.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
He's across midfield.
Don't be mad. It's more like that. Extreme. 54. Line 54.
You don't want this. Right there. Right there. 54.
On third down, Jackson. This is the tight end fan. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D.
Hey, South.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11. Target. 50. Hey, Alpha. Check. 54. Watch 54. I got him. Christian travel. Check 24. Check 24. Wait. Wait. Let him go.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he finds Parker here, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Shoot. Wait. Got it. Me. Got it. Hey, Delta.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jannard Avery came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Ryan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jackson throwing again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Mike 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here it comes. Here it comes.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. On second down and 4, Jackson. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
54 Mike. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Gets it off to Freeman. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 22.
Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, high 7.
54, walk 54. It's been a long day for you.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Ryan will throw again. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Heck of a boost right there into the locker room. A long field goal try, and he got it to go.
That's the basketball equivalent of a half-court shot at the buzzer, and guess what? They both count 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A big pickup of 38.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Ryan escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now to throw again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. I know he is. Gun. 54. Mike's 54.
From the gun, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Check, ready. 60 out low. 5-4. Stay at home. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Ryan, complete to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
58.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
From the gun, Ryan, flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley, and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Orbit. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They toss to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Hey, let go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
From the gun, Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
54, down. Crunch. Check. Safe. 39. Gun.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike, 50. Hey, box truck.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They give to Chubb out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get it straight.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And again this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now, 54 Mike. Cut.
Check. Fresno.
A run for Nick Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's another Broncos first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And he'll give it here to his running back. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. He's back to throw. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
Check 13. Check 13.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, dude. 54.
Now Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call. Maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it was a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
54. Let's go, D. It's going to be a It's going to be a long day. Watch out.
Jackson to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's Jackson. This is Fant on the short completion. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing now is Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Pull it together. 36, 36. 61. Next box. Mike.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's make these babies proud.
They run. Chubb. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's go now. Mike, good. Come on. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Check. Check 3.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Let's go.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
A give running right is Chubb. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
And again, it's Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
On the ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Go on.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Able to put it through, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, G.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to...
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Justin Simmons. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Denver, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.